We've got a crazy situation between both Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis and Danny Masterson, all former actors on that '70s show. And for those of you who do not know, Danny Masterson was recently charged and sentenced to a whopping 30 years to life sentence for doing some not so good things to multiple women. Obviously, I'm sure you guys know what I mean by that. He inappropriately touched two women 2 decades ago and is finally getting put behind bars for it. And the worst part is there's even more women who allegedly were also R-worded by Masterson back in the early 2000s, but as of right now he has only been convicted of 2 of them. And you might be asking, why has it taken this long to get this dude in jail? And get this, the reason this is only now coming to light is due to the victims being members of the Church of Scientology. I guess there's like a loophole or something in there where they can't speak out against this. And this isn't a come up video about Scientology, but it is generally seen as one of the biggest cults still happening today in the 21st century. It's a very powerful religious organization with millions of recruits added per year, and some of the biggest names in Hollywood being members, like Tom Cruise for example. And Danny Masterson's case actually began way back in 2021 but ended in a deadlock where they really could not proceed any further, and thus began a retrial this year in 2023 with even more evidence than that original 2021 trial, and here we are today, with Masterson convicted of R-wording to women, allegedly more, and having a 32 lifetime sentence in prison. And you may remember I started off the video here mentioning Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, so with that little backstory about Danny out of the way, let's dive into that. Danny's former co-stars sent a letter early in the court case pleading that Danny was actually innocent, and in hindsight, especially now with Danny being sentenced to almost a lifetime, you can see how bad this is on both of them. And with this, just like any internet drama, some things have been dug up and brought to light since Ashton Kutcher is in the mix in this whole ordeal.
Hilary Duff is in Lizzie McGuire. She also has an album out. She's going to be in a movie called Cheaper by the Dozen, and she's one of the girls that we're all waiting for to turn 18, along with the Olsen twins. Any 15-year-old.
Shit like this happens all the time whenever someone is involved in any sort of drama and they're popular on the internet or in Hollywood or whatever. There are people on the internet who dig into their past to pull awful things they've said or done to make their current situation even worse. Going back to that letter that Ashton sent in, he basically glazed his best friend of 20 plus years, saying that he is a role model and someone with good intentions, someone that if they were let out into society they would not be a danger to others. Just a bunch of glazing that really does not look good on Ashton whatsoever. I mean, saying Danny's a role model while he's out here sexually assaulting multiple women is not a good look on your part whatsoever. Doesn't matter if it happened 20 years ago, he still did it. And after you get through all of the meat munching, the worst part of the letter is at the very end, where he states that even though Danny has been found guilty of R-wording to women, he states that he hopes this letter is taken into consideration during the sentence and that Danny's daughter should not have to grow up without a father figure in her life. Basically, although my best friend is guilty of sexually assaulting 2 women, you know, I like him and you should not put him in jail. That is literally what Ashton's letter to the judge basically says. And for me, this is like actually crazy. Danny was on a power trip, obviously. He had a lot of money. He was on a popular show. He messed up really bad, and now he's getting what he deserves. There is no reason or excuse that should be able to get this man out of jail. Hell, I hope that he serves the full life sentence. I don't think he should be getting out any earlier than that. Now, this letter was obviously, public. People saw it. And following the backlash to this letter, Ashton and Mila came out with an apology video. And boy, oh boy, has 2023 been a year of apology videos.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
A couple months ago, Danny's family reached out to us and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration relative to the sentencing.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
They were intended for the judge to read, and not to undermine the testimony of the victims or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that. And we're sorry if that has taken place.
Our heart goes out to every single person who's ever been a victim of sexual assault, sexual abuse, or rape.
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't think they gave a fuck at all. They both definitely attend those like massive Illuminati parties where there's an orgy in every corner of the room and you have to wear a mask to enter. Nah, I'm just kidding. Please do not sue me for defamation. Basically, what I'm saying is that this apology really doesn't feel like it means anything. Their lawyer probably hit him up, gave him a script to read off, and, you know, obviously pleased the masses who were upset with the letter. That said though, I would definitely like to hear your guys' thoughts on this whole situation, especially because I know that Ashton and Mila have both done some very good things in the past, even when it comes to like trafficking, like sex trafficking, stuff like that. But does all of that shadow over their attempt to defend their friend Danny? Let me know. Like and subscribe for more commentary content like this. Join my Discord server link below, and I will see you all in the next one.